All right, chat. Chat, we are back. Back to back days live is crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Back to back days live. We are absolutely cooking, chat. Are we not cooking, chat? We're cooking. Are we not cooking? We are cooking. So I can't help but think about it. I want to rebuild the Charlotte Hornets so bad. I mean, look, they got Con Knipple. They got Brandon Miller. The potential's through the roof. And let me go ahead and fix Con Knipple because I already know they're bugging on him. Guys, how are we doing? We're gonna up his potential. Not to 99. That's nuts. I would say about 93. All right, so I want to rebuild the Charlotte Hornets so bad. I think they have so much potential, but for so many years, they have been so bad. So we're going to try to take over from here, and we're going to try to get them a championship. Let's get right to work. Guys, how are we doing tonight? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? We are live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Any platform B Davies that you want to watch on, you will find B Davies there live. Let's get to it. So at point guard, they have Kobe White and Dennis Schroeder. I like the idea of Kobe White leading the team. I do want to bump his tendencies up a little bit. I think Kobe White's a great player who's never really got a fair shake to be a superstar, so it's dope he has that chance. I do want to find a way for Christian Anderson to get time. He's a very good player. At the 2, we have Brandon Miller. I don't know why they signed Grayson Allen, but they did. I'd rather Zion James get those minutes. At the 3, we got Con Knipple. At the 4, we have Naz Reid and Saloon. At the 5, we got a bunch of garbage men. Other than that, you know, we're going to try to work some shit out. We're going to try to get a championship. Let's get right to work. Karl Malone off the court's the go, argue with the wall. For you to say off the court just proves you are a great guy. That's all I know to say. All right, so I understand Diabite had a good season last year. I personally don't want to rock out with him. I want to capitalize on it. So we're actually going to trade him right here, right now, and try to get more in return than what he's worth. That's the best way I know to describe it. I think it's fair to say Royce O'Neal can go in this deal as well. Diabite, and maybe, I know they just signed Dennis Schroeder. I guess I got to keep him. I hate the Dennis Schroeder signing. He's terrible. Let's keep it real. Dennis Schroeder's ass. Like, look. Everybody's going to say he's good. He's a good player, right? But every team he's ever been on has been garbage. Like, look, okay, so the LA team, I give it to you. That team was solid. The Boston, Houston team's garbage. LA, again, garbage. Toronto, Brooklyn, garbage. Brooklyn, Detroit, garbage. Sacramento, Cleveland. He's just been on a bunch of terrible teams. He's not a good player. I mean, listen. I don't want to get carried away here. He's a decent player, okay? He's a decent player, but he's not that. He's not like something crazy where, like, I feel like if Dennis Schroeder's on your team, you're probably not winning a championship. That's my thoughts, honest to God. So it's a good thing that he's here because it's Charlotte and we're not winning a championship. That's the best thing I know to say. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of having Dennis Schroeder. I'm not even a big fan of playing him. What are we talking about? I'm missing it. There's a fake B Davies page? Got a backup page, just got a request from it. Nah, I only have one page, chat. I have one page. It is this one. If you see another B Davies page, it is fake. Somebody is trying to capitalize off of me and they're trying to monetize acting as me. There's the only B Davies page where you're going to find authentic content from me is this one. B Davies. That's it. I don't have any other page. I don't have a backup page. I don't have anything. NBA fan, hi. How are you doing? Jay Butler. Dennis Schroeder is not ass. He's a good player. He is a good player, but I don't want him on my team. I'm going to be real. Raymond Felton, Bobcats rebuilding coming? Maybe. All right, chat, but let's talk about it. Okay, let's break it down. You know what we do. You know what we do on these lives. We break it down position by position. Kobe White, I would love if he's the point guard of the future. As far as I'm concerned, he's the point guard this year. I'm going to give him a lot of minutes. I don't think I want to play Dennis Schroeder. I'd rather give those minutes to Christian Anderson. At the 2, we got Brandon Miller getting big-time minutes. I think Zion James has a lot of potential. I think he's going to play those 2. I think the best thing we can do is move Grayson Allen. Get this shit on my face. Nah, hang on. We're going to move Grayson Allen over to the 3. Damn, he's at 83 overall at the 3? Yeah, he can back up Con Knipple, no problem. At the 4, definitely going to run Saloon and Nas Reed. I want to move Steinbosch to the 5. I think he's more of a 5 anyway at the pro level. That's going to free me up to trade Diabetes for a future piece. We're cooking right now. Chad, we are absolutely cooking. Give Schroeder, my German GOAT, his minutes. Fam, listen, I respect Germans. Not going to lie, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. So we're going to trade Diabetes. We're going to also trade Liam. I'm not going to lie, I don't see a future for Liam McNeely, so we're going to trade him as well. And Royce O'Neal. Plus 2 seconds. If I can get a future first out of this, that's a W. Other than that, I don't really know what I want. So let's find a team that has a lot of money to spare. Maybe like the Clippers. 16 million. They got to send 16 million back. I can take Max Strus on a 1-year deal. Chad, I'm not gonna lie, we got cooked last night. So like we rebuilt the Nuggets. If you were here last night, we rebuilt the Nuggets. We did not get a championship. And I feel that. And I'm trying to get a championship tonight. I'm trying to cook. Brook Lopez. What's wrong with this? The Hornets would acquire $7 million too much. Just give me Jones. Bro, what? Give me Rui. Rui is not a 3.5. Like, chill. Is that the B. Davies effect? Is it because of what I've been saying about him? He's up to a 3.5 star? That's nuts. Chat, you know what's crazy? Can I tell y'all something real quick? Like, on some real, like, personal shit? I think it's crazy I didn't get an invite to the Creator Week. Like, I'm not gonna lie, all the creators there deserve to be there. I'm not gonna downplay them, but the fact that I didn't get an invite to the Creator Week is insane. Like, I'm at least a top 10, top 15 rebuilder, and the fact that I didn't get the invite to the Creator Week, shit kind of hurts my feelings, but it is what it is. Ronnie 2K can go fuck himself as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna trade this package right here, and oh, nobody wants that at all. All right, so what if we keep Royce O'Neal? Okay. I appreciate the follow out of NBA fan. That's what's up. Who was that? Ron Harper Jr. is not bad. I just want a first. I just want. Oh, that's tough. That's the one, chat. That is the one. Oh my God, that's the one. She definitely knows. That's my wife. Choppa, she knows for sure. All right, so listen. This is the deal. This is oh my God, this is a grotesque trade. Cristobal says, let that non-invite motivate you, not deter you. Big things coming free for sure. Cristobal, you know what's crazy? That's why you're my guy. I told the wifey the same thing. I'm like, the fact that they didn't invite me, which by the way, I don't want to downplay any other creators, but there's creators with 30,000 less followers than me getting invites to this shit. But you know what I told her? I'm like, the fact that I didn't get invited, it's just gonna make me go that much harder. Like I said, I get it. I don't really play the game. I do rebuilds, but I'm at least a top 15 rebuilder on any platform. Like, I get it. There's Danny 2K, there's Click, there's Kenny. Those guys are better than me. I'm not gonna lie. They are better than me. But I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I should have been invited. But I told her, I'm like, the fact that I didn't get invited, I'm using that shit as motivation. So the fact that you said that, Cristobal, that's why I mean use me and you. This trade is goated. We are traded Moussa Diabetes, Pat Connaughton, a future first, 2 seconds, and Liam McNeely in exchange for Cason Wallace and Jalen Williams. That is an absolute W trade. That is going to help us just reach new level. You know what I want y'all to do? If you're watching this live and you support B. Davies, go tag Ronnie 2K, tag him in one of my videos, and just say, how is this man not invited to Creator Week? That's all I'm saying. Because you know why? They don't care. Here's what it really is. It's nothing against me. They know I'm a good creator. They hate on my league. They don't want to support my league. You know why? Chat, you know why? There's no money to be made in it. They can't make money off of this. So the fact that it's not monetizable like my career or my team, they don't care about it. So the creators that do it, they ain't inviting them. It is what it is. So, but if y'all want to support me, just go tag Ronnie 2K in one of my videos and just say, why wasn't this man invited? It would actually mean the world to me. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, let's get back to the task at hand. We just had a great trade. We just traded Diabetes, Pat Connaughton, a future first, Liam McNeely, 2 seconds for Cason Wallace and Jalen Williams. Those are two players that weren't getting huge minutes on the Thunder. Now they are on our team. So this is going to be great to see. That's going to set us up with Kobe White, Cason Wallace backing up Brandon Miller. Beautiful. Con Knipple and Grayson Allen, 2 Blue Devils. It is what it is. At the 4, we have Naz Reid and Saloon. And then at the 5, we have Kalkbrenner and Jalen Williams. I think I'm going to start Jalen Williams. No, I know, but Kenny's an exception. Kenny is a great creator. Choppa, I just said, Choppa, if you heard me, I said Click, Danny 2K, and Kenny. They're better than me. So, like, they're the exception. But, like, they don't care to really get the other guys involved. I just feel like, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to name names, but I've seen guys much smaller than me get invites, is all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to create drama. I support everybody in the community. I did kind of feel backhanded that I didn't get invited, though. I'm just saying. That's just me. So this team's absolutely going to be rebuilt around Brandon Miller and Con Knipple. Those are our guys without question. Without absolute question. I think we have to find a way to get Zion James. I don't know. Listen, Christian Anderson, we're going redshirt year. We're going redshirt year with him. Zion James has to get some kind of minutes. He's good enough to justify some kind of minutes. Other than that, I'm cool with all these other guys not getting sick. Steinbach and Christian Anderson are good players. They're going to take redshirt years. If I can G League them, I'm going to G League them. I think this is going to be our rotation for year 1. Kalkbrenner's coming off the bench. Grayson Allen, give him about 12 of them. Cason Wallace about, damn, I kind of want to give Cason Wallace more minutes than that. J-Dub, seeing J-Dub as the starter is awesome. Devin, yes, I do. Not as much as I need to, but if you do want to see more content, yes. Yes, I do. I do not play My Career, but I am seriously thinking about, for the new 2K that's about to come out, posting My Career content. I'm very seriously thinking about it. I don't think this is a bad team. I think I want to move Cason Wallace to the backup point guard just to see how that shakes out the rotational minutes. Let's see. He drops 1, but let's see. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. So our starting lineup is going to be Kobe White, Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, Naz Reid, and Jalen Williams. There's their minutes. Off the bench, we got Cason Wallace, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Grayson Allen, Tidjane Saloon, Zion James. I think Tidjane Saloon is a big-time trade candidate at the deadline just because, I mean, former top 10 pick, not really given a whole lot. We'll see how it goes. Maybe he develops, but I can't see him playing past Naz Reid. So, you know, there's that. Everything Alyssa Shea is saying is facts. This is my only account, and if you would like to watch it on Twitch or YouTube, I am live on those platforms as well as we speak. If you be there next year, suggest storyline. Fam, Luka, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to be there so bad. It's not an ego thing out of me. Like, I just hate, like, if you know what I'm saying, my league has been the same for the last 10 years. They've not done anything about it. There's no creators outside of Click. I mean, maybe you say Kenny, but Kenny's so, like, global now, like, he doesn't even really count. There's really no creators that just focus on my league. And there's so many ideas. Like, this, I guess this is why I'm mad, or I don't want to say mad. This is why I'm upset that I didn't get an invite, because I have so many ideas that could help my league, but it's like they pay no attention to me. Despite almost 80,000 followers on TikTok, they almost pay no attention to me. But it is what it is. Hopefully the people that are there, you know, support my league and are giving ideas as it is. I mean, maybe I'll be there next year. It is what it is. I hope I'm there next year. I want to be there. I want to support the community. Danny 2K, focus on that. Hell, Danny 2K is a great creator. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's an awesome creator. I hope he's there, and I hope he's giving ideas that help the My League community. I would love to be there helping him, but in the meantime, I hope he's doing what needs to be done. Maybe they only invite people who don't care to see change, could play a part. I'm not going to lie, Choppa, that could be it. Like, maybe they're inviting a bunch of yes men. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It could be. Because I'm definitely not going to be that. If I get there, I'm going to tell them the problems with my league and how it could improve 100%. Because I care about y'all. I care about getting a better game to the community. Is what it is. I mean, nobody contacted me. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's kind of crazy. A man has, I would say I've at least had 100 videos in the last year eclipse 100,000 views. and I don't get an invite to NBA 2K Creator Week? Is that not crazy? I'm not trying to be ego-filled. I'm really not. But is that not crazy? I mean, you got much smaller creators getting an invite. I would just love to be there to help support the game. I mean, I don't want any money out of it. I just want to be there to help support the game. I've played this game for the last 25 years. I just want to be a part of making it better. I really do. DJ says it's crazy. I mean, that's what I thought. We're sitting at 35 and 45. We're not going to make the playoffs this year. Giannis wins MVP, going for 26, 13, and 7. Great year out of him. Cam Boozer wins Rookie of the Year, 25 and 3. I could definitely see him win Rookie of the Year. Jalen Green, 6th Man of the Year. I'm not going to lie. I would love for us to get Jalen Green. I could see a role or a situation in which Jalen Green is the best player on the team. I could absolutely see that. Trade AI needs to be improved as well. That's another thing I would talk about. Nobody's going to bring it up. That's another thing I would talk about. Another thing I would bring up is how it should be in a situation where, like, if a player were to get hurt, right? Let's say a player got hurt. It should be an option instead of me having to override my entire rotation. It should be a situation where it's like, give those minutes to the backup point guard and then elevate the third string point guard to the backup point guard role. But they don't do nothing like that. Season stats, Con Nipple with a big boy season, 27, 5, and 4. You love to see that. 44% from 3, 51% from the field. Beautiful. Usually Con Nipple's terrible for me, so to see him do that, that's great. That's beautiful. Brandon Miller, 21, 5, and 4. Good season out of him. I expected a little bit more, but honestly, that's fine. Kobe White averaging 19, 3, and 4. Very good out of Kobe White. Naz Reid, 18, 7. I think these are our 4 guys, chat. These are our 4 guys. I wish Jalen Williams would have done a bit much, but in his first year as a starter, I guess I can take it. We're gonna have to build around these 4, 100%. I'm excited for the rebuilds, fresh teams. Yeah, honestly, can I see the roster real quick? Yeah, you can see the roster. Hang on. Let's show you the roster. So the first season just ended. In case you're just joining in, we're rebuilding the Charlotte Hornets. We finished the season 36 and 46. As far as the picks, I'm not sure. I can't show you the picks till the season ends. These are our point guards. I did not play Schroeder. These are our twos, 3s, 4s, 5. Very solid team. Cristobal over on Twitch says, agree 100% with injuries. One guy goes out for 2 weeks and the auto adjust suddenly gives the 13. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. And like I said, I would love to be able to be involved in Creator Week to help. I would love to, but I just feel like, granted, I am a relatively new creator, so, maybe my time will come. But it just feels like it's something I should be involved in, to be honest. It just does. If I'm completely honest with you, I've been doing this long enough. I should be respected enough to at least be invited. Is what it is. The Thunder are going to beat the Miami Heat in 6 games. Chet Holmgren is Finals MVP. That's a hell of a bounce back considering the year he had last year, honestly. Luca says, I feel like the AI tendency should be realistic to play style, but also more effective. Honestly, yeah. Allow negotiation with assistant coach without getting blocked. That's another thing, bro. Like, the game is low-key broken. Like, I love the game. I'll always love the game. But honestly, like, it could be so much better. There's so much from the My League. But you know what? They don't care about My League, and they don't care. I swear to God, like, and I hate to make this live about me. I genuinely do. But I swear to God, if I was a creator that played my team on TikTok and I did my team content and I had 40,000, damn near half the followers I do, they would have invited me because it's a monetization level of their game. And y'all know that's facts. But because I play My League, can't nobody make money off My League. They don't give a fuck about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I feel like the AI tendency should be more realistic. Yeah, 100%. I just read that, but yeah, for sure. Allow negotiations with coach. All that's facts. All that's facts. And we are live on Twitch. I feel like you just don't have enough motion. Maybe I'll get it, fam. I guess 100,000 views. I have a video each week with at least 100,000 views. Maybe that's not enough motion. 100,000 people seeing it. I guess that's not enough motion. How is the draft class? We all know this is a very good draft class. Hey, maybe in another universe you get invited, but just go on cruise control. And now with this motivation, you'll hit a higher ceiling as a creator. What a W guy. Cristobal over on Twitch. What a W guy. He's been around for a minute. Hope you've been doing good, bro. It's good to see you back in the chat. What a W comment. What a motivating comment. I mean, bro, you have 70K and you just do my league. I think you would be able to be a part of it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You do think I would have enough motion to be a part of it. And I'm not even saying, like, who gives a shit about motion? Like, who really cares? But you would think I'm big enough to be a part of it. Whatever. Next year, we're going to be a part of it, and we're going to make my league so much better. That's the motivation. Exactly what Cristobal is talking about. Isaac, thank you for the follow. We're going to get to where we need to be. I really just care about y'all, if I'm completely honest. I just want to make the platform for my league much better because I've been playing my league. I remember you're going to be there next year. Thank you, Devin. Facts. Damn right we're going to be there next year. We're going to do everything we can to be in Creator Week next year to influence the game. But no, I just remember playing the game as a little kid. Like, I've been playing my league since I was a 10-year-old. I've been at this for damn near 20 years. I just care about y'all. I just want y'all to have a great experience. That's really what it's rooted in. Let's try to trade. Do we want to trade Steinbach yet? I don't think so. Granted, we redshirted him year one. I do want to see what he develops into. Boy, you better not mess with my Hornets. Boy, I promise I'm not. I'm going to save them. So we currently have the 12th pick and 21st pick. I want to trade the 21st pick. Royce O'Neal. Let's do a second. And let's do that Timberwolves pick. So this package right here, if that can slot us into like a number 8 pick, that would be nice. That would be very nice. Let's see who has the 8th pick. Let's see, chat. The Wizards. I think that's a great trade. They don't want to do it. What if I throw in 2 additional seconds? Bang. That's a steal. That's a steal. What are we talking about? Royce O'Neal, our first round draft pick was like number 20. A bunch of seconds for the 8th pick. That's a absolute great trade. The first, oh my goodness, chat. They're trading the first pick. Owen said we both from NC. Just don't send everyone to my house. Hey, bro, if you're Owen, everybody's getting sent to your house. I can't lie. Of course, they're going to invite more My Team content. Exactly. Jaden says, of course, they're going to invite more My Team content creators. And there's nothing wrong with My Team content creators, but we all know it's a money gimmick thing. We all know that. All right, so the Jazz are trading the first pick in exchange for Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson. So Jaren Jackson is going back to the Minnesota Grizzlies with Lauri Markkanen in exchange for the first pick, and the Jazz are going to take Jordan Smith. Pretty good player. Tyron Stokes going to the Grizzlies. Bruce Branch going to the Rockets. Cam Williams going to the Pacers with Halliburton. That's crazy. 5th pick, Joksimovic to the Pelicans. Let's go ahead and get to our pick. We have the 8th pick in the draft. Caleb Holt feels like a great player. I think we could use a guy like Caleb Holt. Anthony Thomas, Dame Star. Let's go ahead and take Caleb Holt. Caleb Holt's a good player. I think he'll be able to play year one for us. He'll be able to crack the rotation year one. We also have the 12th pick. I will entertain trade offers for this. I will. I'm trying to win a championship. I'm not going to lie, we got cooked last night. We got absolutely cooked last night. We're trying to win a championship this year, bro. We're trying to lock in and win a damn championship. A guy like Kamara would fit very well. I just don't want Robert Williams. So would it be possible for me to go Kamara and your first-round draft pick from the Magic next year? If I can get 2 future first and Kamara for the 12th pick, nah, you can't have Kobe White. I'll give you a shit ton of seconds, though. A bunch of seconds. Yeah, we'll do a swap. I just don't want Robert Williams to keep him. All right, cool. So we gave them the 12th pick. They take Austin Goolsby. I didn't really feel a need for them. So we just traded the pick we had, a whole bunch of seconds and a swap for Kamara. We're bringing him to our team and 2 future firsts. I think it's a great trade. Why against Robert Williams? Well, no, it's not necessarily against Robert Williams. It's just the fact that we already have Kalkbrenner, Steinbach, and Jalen Williams. I wouldn't say against him as much as I would say I don't have room for him. I'd like to have more interactive stuff for the G League and the draft for my league as well would I, Steven. That's why you need a creator like me in Creator Week to be saying the kind of stuff you're saying. Because without me, you just have a whole bunch of guys saying, oh, yeah, this is dope. Let me just post this content. This is so cool. Look at this. Look at the same thing we're playing every year. It's so dope. We're not gonna re-up on Dennis Schroeder. We are gonna re-up on Sion James, Saloon, Jalen Williams, Kalkbrenner, and Knipple. I am going to trade Grayson Allen. I do not need to pay Grayson Allen $20 million next year. That does not need to happen. He's getting fucking Elon Musk money. That does not need to happen. Cason Wallace, without a doubt, we need to re-up on him. And we need to re-up on Brandon Miller. 1,000,000%. Even though I don't care how much money he wants. He's got to be back. And where's my boy Cason Wallace? Yeah, bring him back too. He low-key has a route to be the starting point guard. I'm not going to lie, he does. Who wants Grayson Allen? Miller and Connor are a future? Absolutely. Miller and Connor are the future. We're trying to build around them. Grayson Allen's got to go. See, that's fake as shit. That is the fakest thing I've ever seen. In no universe would they trade Grayson Allen and a first for Caleb Wilson and Dylan Swain. Absolutely no way. Steven, it's all I play to. I'm not going to lie. So we'll try to do a realistic trade because that trade's crazy. If I can get like a first for Grayson Allen, I consider that a win. Nah, Jaden, we would do it, Jaden, but we're trying to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be realistic, at least somewhat realistic. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, obviously they would do that shit in a heartbeat. I'm not doing that. I would love to get like a guy like Josh Giddey on board. I'm not gonna lie, I would love it. I'd throw him Saloon because I don't see him mixing in here. Saloon and Grayson Allen for Josh Giddey, run it. Okay, perfect. All right, so we just made another trade to get a point guard. That might just move Kobe White to the bench because we just traded Grayson Allen and Tidjane Saloon for Josh Giddey. I think we just got our point guard of the future. Looking at the lineup, we now have Josh Giddey, Kobe White. I'm going to move Cason Wallace back to the 2. Either him or Kobe White, we'll see. At the 3, I think we have to move. We have enough talent, but we'll figure it out. Maybe Caleb Holt goes to the 3. We'll see what we do here. The 4 is honestly good, and the 5 is good. I don't need any more players. Let's just see how people progress. Player progression. Colin Knipple goes up 1. Brandon Miller stays stagnant, and all these other young guys fall off, which is kind of crazy, not going to lie. It is what it is. I'm still mad the Hornets got rid of Miles Bridges. It did feel mad unnecessary for them to get rid of Miles Bridges. It didn't feel like something they needed to do. I will agree. It did feel insane for them to do that. Switch Khan and Brandon's positions. Does it help him? Not really, no, it doesn't help him. But honestly, it should be switched. I agree, it should be switched. So we're going to switch it. We have too many point guards. I think Sion's the best 3 out of the group. He does go to 80. That's nice. Cason Wallace is probably more of a 3. Or I mean a 2. So yeah, he is. We have Kobe and Josh Giddey at the 1. Cason and Khan at the 2. Brandon and Sion at the 3. Kamara Nas at the 4. And Kalkbrenner, Jalen Williams at the 5. I understand moving on from Melo. Owen says, like, I understand moving on from Melo, but Bridges should have stayed. Yeah, Bridges definitely, like, it felt like they didn't even get much out of it, too. You like this team? I like this team, too. We're definitely a year or 2 away. I think we have our facilitator in Josh Giddey. Now we have a great bench, let's be honest, in Kalkbrenner, Sion, Kobe, and Cason. Like, that's a borderline starter unit. We're going to give them decent, respectable minutes. Caleb Holt, redshirt year. Let's trade Naz Reid. We currently do not have room for Naz Reid, so let's trade him. And by the way, I'm a big fan of Naz Reid, but we just don't have room for that, and he's not an expiring contract. So even if I don't get a player I can use, I want an expiring contract out of him, if that makes sense. Like Miles Turner. Miles Turner, you know what? No, let's try to get a first round draft pick out of him. Like maybe, let's see. Maybe we can take advantage of this situation over here. Nah, I definitely can't. Let's see. We can find something that works. Bring back Washington. It's not a bad idea. They definitely shouldn't trade him either. So if we can get a first and we just get Jakob Poeltl. Well, he's on a 2-year deal. I want a 1-year deal kind of guy. No, it's not gonna work. Was on a bad 1-year deal. Rudy Gobert, nah, he's still a good player. Rudy Gobert's still a good player. Jared McCain, definitely a good player at this point. Maybe Toby. Nah, he's still good. Nah, you know what? Let's just try to do this. We'll go Naz Reid and a future first. Maybe we can get some decent out of it. Is Pat Williams expiring? He is expiring. Let's go Obi Toppin. He's expiring. So really, we're just giving him a future first. And in exchange, we're going to take on Obi Toppin. The important thing there is he's expiring. So we're getting off of that contract. Caleb Holt's going to take a redshirt year. Steinbach, I want to be able to play him. I just can't. I can't justify it right now because we still have Kalkbrenner. So Kalkbrenner's going to be the backup center. Zion James is going to be the backup 3. Kobe White, the backup point guard. Cason Wallace, the backup 2. Pretty solid bench right here. Starting lineup's going to be Jalen Williams, Kamara, Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, and Josh Giddey. I think this is a solid team. Maybe we don't make the playoffs, but either way, we're going to be solid. Nods for GG would have been a good one. Yeah, Henry, it's not 2K27 because your boy did not get access to the Creator Week. I was not. Apparently, I'm not good enough to be a part of Creator Week. Apparently, I should have had 40,000 followers like the other people that got invited instead of the 72,000 that I do have. If I'd had 40,000 like the other people that got invited, I might would have made it. But it is what it is. We're hovering right below the playoff line. That's fine. Like, I don't expect to be great this year. What kind of picks do we have? So we just have the swap best with the Magic. Okay, that's fine. So even if we're bad, that's good. We'll have a good pick. Bring our Bull City native J Huff. What's up, man? We ain't trying to get J Huff. Yes, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. If you'd like to watch on other platforms, if you comment over there I will say this: if you comment on Twitch or YouTube when it's time to make a trade, I am a little bit more likely to consider what you're saying. That's all I'll say. I appreciate everybody's comments, but I am more likely to consider you on those platforms. Is what it is. Politics, yeah, Jaden, is politics. We all know it's politics. Anybody with common sense knows it's politics. I mean, because what else is it? Somebody said I didn't have enough motion, but I had a feeling he was trolling. Bro, you grew up with J Huff? I bet growing up, I had a buddy. I don't know how many of you people know this guy, but one of my best friends, he texted me the other day, and he's like, bro, I'm at a run right now with Trey Parker. He was like, he looks like a god. And I don't know if y'all know who Trey Parker is. He's very athletic, but he only averages 4 points a game at Seton Hall. Like, in the grand scheme of things, he's ass. But, like, he looked like a god in, like, a pickup run. This is how good all hoopers are. Just thought I'd say that real quick. Who's my starting big? My starting big right now is Jalen Williams. I don't know if we're going to run with him next year, but he's our starting big for now. He hasn't gave me enough. Yeah, we're definitely replacing Jalen Williams. I wanted to give him an opportunity. Maybe he could grow into, that starting role. He's definitely not it. He'll be replacing him this year. Josh Giddey gave us a great year. I'm very happy with that. That's good enough to be on the team next year. Kobe White off the bench, honestly, averaging 20 and 3 off the bench is major. He's averaging 20 points per game in 23 minutes. That is insane. And then you got Brandon Miller and Con Knipple just carrying shit. That's beautiful. I think next year is going to be our year, chat. You and Jay played at camp together, and I was you were the power forward with J Huff. How big are you? You got to be a big boy. For you to be a power forward next to J Huff, you got to be a big boy. Victor Wembanyama wins most valuable player, 26 and 14, very good. Stefan Joksimovic wins rookie of the year, very good. Good point, Jet. He's better at the 3-4. I'll consider it. Because he's definitely not cooking for us. This is a hard team to get a championship with, but I'm telling y'all, like, it feels personal because I tried to get it done with the Nuggets yesterday. I couldn't get it done. We're definitely going to go all out to get it done with the Hornets. Even though we didn't make the playoffs this year, that's fine. I feel like we're building on something kind of special. Like Brandon Miller and Conklin Nibble had great years. Conklin Nibble's a borderline superstar at this point. Brandon Miller, same thing. Kobe White, big year. Honestly, maybe next year we move Kobe to the 2, start him at the 2. Because this year we started Conklin Nibble. Let me get progressive fatigue off. I don't rock with progressive fatigue. It's just ass. The one thing I turn off. You're 5'9" and you were playing power forward for 6'10" Jay Huff. That's insane. The Raptors are going to beat the Trailblazers in 6. Kawhi brings that second ring. I'm not going to lie. Kawhi brings 2 rings to the Raptors. He might be the GOAT. KD's retiring. DeMar's retired. Yeah, we're going to let all of them retire. They're washed. They're cooked, chat. They're cooked. That is something we're considering doing. As you see, Alyssa Shea says, if you are playing rec, we're going to bring back rec squads on Twitch. We are definitely considering that. It will be official when the new game comes out, and I am allowed to play it because I'm not a creator. When the new game comes out for everybody, I'll be able to play it. That's something we're considering doing. We have the 12th pick in the draft. Not bad. I think we have to fire Charles Lee. We need a better head coach. So we're going to fire Charles Lee. And I'm just going to get the GOAT, Michael Stauffer. That's another, listen, this is another thing. Michael Stauffer blocked me, by the way. He didn't want to coach. We'll take Jacob Underwood. Here's another thing. If I was in Content Creator Week, here's another thing I would say they need to add to make the game better. You should add college coaches. Like right now, Mike Malone is coaching at UNC, right? You should have the option to bring him up. Because how often do we see that? Like Dusty May and Michigan just got brought up to the Dallas Mavericks. How cool would it be? Like, so for example, because you already know they have rights of college teams. How cool would it be? You go to sign head coaches, you view candidates. You see, like, for example, instead of Michael Stauffer, who's not even real, you see Mike Malone and it says team UNC Tar Heels. You have the option to sign him. You see John Shire, coach Duke Blue Devils. You have a chance to sign him. This is things I would be telling them if I was a part of Creator Week. This is a thing I would be saying. It would be awesome to see. You would see just several different college coaches. You would see actual real coaches. You would see guys like maybe not Phil Jackson. Maybe he's a little bit old. But you would see former players. You would see maybe as guys retire, you would see like Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo. I just feel like that would be a very cool feature. Bobo's great, but it's because he's 7'3", has been listed power forward. I don't know if I want to get Bobo. I feel like he might not be good enough for us. The 12th pick, I feel like we have to trade the 12th pick. What do we need? Let's lock the hell in. I think we're good at point guard. We're good at 2. We're good at 3. We need a dominant 5. Desperately need a dominant 5. So we're going to try to trade the 12th pick in the draft. We're going to try to trade 2 additional futures. Yeah, that's how serious we're getting. We're going to try to trade. I don't want to trade Caleb Holt because I feel like he might develop enough into which I can play him at the 3 and move on from Sion. That is the actual hope. So let's see if those picks alone can get us a solid starter at the 3, at the 5. Hartenstein, I would love it. Oh, the money though. Damn it. I would have loved Hartenstein. Jones a great development big. Yeah, he is, honestly. Derek Lively's not bad. Would they consider? No, they don't have the money doesn't line up. We might not be able to work anything out. Remember when we all thought Bull? I'm not gonna lie, like I think you might be joking, Jaden, but I did think Bull was gonna be very good. I genuinely did. Let's go look at John because I feel like he would work for this. He's expiring though. Shit. Maybe we take a good 4. Mobley would be awesome, but there's just no way to make that money work. GG Jackson. Awesome. Okay, perfect. That's honestly, I'm cool with that. So we just traded the 12th pick in the draft and 2 future first for GG Jackson. I feel like he's a rising star in the league, and he honestly fits the Charlotte Hornets type vibe. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, that gives us Kamara and GG Jackson at the 4. We've answered every question except for the 5. So if we go get a 5, I feel like we're in great shape. What do y'all think about that trade? Was that a good trade or a bad trade? I'm aware I gave up a lot, but I just feel like GG could be a star on this team. We just need a 5, and I'm not sure how much money we have. Jalen Williams, I am going to let him walk. Obi Toppin, let him walk. Is there any bad, before we get into free agency, is there any bad contracts we can trade off? I do not want to trade Kobe White, but Christian Anderson might develop, so maybe I should. Zion James, let's trade Zion James and Kalkbrenner. I don't want Kalkbrenner anymore, even if it's not for anything. We could get Williams back. And I think I want to do that. Bring Mark Williams back. Doesn't feel like a bad idea. But also, I could just save the money. If there's a team that can just take the money, like the Bulls probably can, let me get a first. A first for Zion James and Kalkbrenner. I don't want to do that, nah. All right, so just a look. This is going to appear like a bad trade. I'm just trying to save the money. 3 seconds for Zion James and Kalkbrenner to the Bulls. Just trying to get the money off the books. I don't think we have any money. Nick Claxton for the minimum. We're going to get that. It's not bad. And then a Yeka Congo. We don't have enough money for it. Wendell Carter Jr. So that's going to be our signings. Obviously, we do not have center position figured out. But other than that, we're pretty solid. Player progression sees Knipple fall down to an 88. Josh Giddey falls off. Don't like that. Steinbach is up to an 81. Kobe White's falling off. Caleb Holtz up to an 80. It's a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. I do like to see Brandon Miller up to a 90. That's tough. That's very tough. Damn near the best 76 overall I've ever had. Who's that? Diawar from there. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Not gonna lie, I can see it. But yeah, like I said, if y'all want to see me involved in Creator Week, just go tag Ronnie2K in one of my videos. I actually would appreciate that a lot. If you just tagged him and be like, invite this man, like he deserves it. Like I would appreciate it a lot. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. Cason Wallace and Knipple, both of the tools probably an issue. I don't like that Josh Giddey fell off at 26 years old. Don't really know why that happened, but it did. Caleb Holt, we're going to move him to the 3. Hope he gets a solid boost out of it. He does, up to 81. So that's going to leave us with Kobe White, Josh Giddey. At the 2, we have Cason and Khan. At the 3, we have Caleb and B. Millie. At the 4, we have Kamara and GG. At the 5, we have Claxton and Steinbach. I don't think this is a bad team. Is this a championship team? Probably not. But I do feel like this is a playoff team. GG Jackson is starting, buddy. 100%. I want Giddey. Nah, we're not doing that. I don't want Christian Anderson to even really play, if I'm honest. At least not a lot. You know what I mean? At least not a lot. So we're going to give Josh Giddey 32 off rip. Connie and B. Millie's our main guys, giving them big minutes. GG Jackson 33. I'm very cool with Steinbach getting that starting job. Cason Wallace is going to be the 6th man. And maybe Christian Anderson can get some tick. Cam Johnson, no reason for him to play. And then Caleb Holt, give him the remaining minutes. So this is what we're looking like here. We're going starting lineup. Giddey, Knipple, Brandon Miller, GG Jackson, Steinbach. Off the bench, we have Cason Wallace, Kamara, Caleb Holt, Christian Anderson, and Nick Claxton. Are you ready for 2K27? I can't wait. I can't wait to play it. Why not start Claxton? We're going to try to see if Steinbach can develop. That's really our main thing. We already know we're not winning a ring this year, so maybe Steinbach can develop. Anderson Jr. is a dog. Put him on the court. I'll consider it. It's definitely not, it's not a no-go. 12 and 13 as we speak. Kobe White probably should see the floor. That's probably not fair that he's not. So it doesn't matter. Like we got too much depth right now. I think we need to make a big trade. So here's what we need. We need to sit down, look ourselves in the mirror. I think Kobe White has to go. As much as I love Kobe White, so here's what we have to do. We have to go Kobe White. Because, and I only say trade Kobe White because I do think Christian Anderson is ready to play. Rinskin with the Rose. Yeah, baby, I hate it. I hate it, baby. But he does have to go. Rinskin with the Rose. That's a follow back. Thank you for the Rose. Much as I love Kobe, he's got to go. We just don't have room for him anymore. He's a great player. He's an awesome player. So, that's an even better reason to trade him. No reason to let him just raw on the bench. I think we go Kamara as well because he's just not fitting. Kobe White, Kamara. Like this package right here could get us a hell of a 4. And it might get us over the hump. Scotty Barnes. I can get down with this. I would also give 2 future firsts for this. What about another first? Really? That to me, that's crazy. Like you're not trading Scotty Barnes for 3 future first. I thought for sure we had him. Honestly, I would love this. De'Aaron Fox could lead our team like no other. I'll give you a first. I'll give you another one. I would actually give you 3 firsts for this. Really? Really? That's actually insane. I feel like the idea of trading De'Aaron Fox for 3 firsts is a great opportunity. The fact they won't do that is crazy. That feels like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because he's not even playing his best ball lately. Who else could we get, chat? Curry on the Clippers is crazy. Chat, who else could we get? I'm thinking an elite guard. Like maybe a point. Jamal Murray makes sense, not gonna lie. Let's see. Now he's kind of fell off, man. He's up to an 85 overall. I don't even know if I want him. For that package, maybe I'll take him. But I'm not giving him a whole bunch of picks. Bones Highland being a 3.5 stars crazy. They would do this. I don't even want Bones Highland. I do think Jamal Murray's a fit, but I don't want to give. Especially he's expiring too, so if it doesn't work, we just let him go. I'd rather take on like Iguodala. I'd rather do something like this, and maybe you give me a first. If I get a first out of it, that's a fleece. I actually like this. I actually like this right here. So we're going to go Kobe White, Kamara, Wendell Carter, 2 future first. For Jamal Murray, Iguodala, a first from the Denver Nuggets, and Pele Larson. I like that trade. I like that trade. I think it's a good trade for us. Murray's on a heavy contract. Yeah, he is, fam, but he's expiring. So if it doesn't work, like we have 2 options. Either it works and we re-sign him on a smaller deal, or we just let him walk. Like either way, we're saving money. So now at point guard, we have Josh Giddey, Jamal Murray leading the way. At the 2, we have Cason Wallace, Concanipple. At the 3, we have Brandon Miller, Caleb Holt. At the 4, we're going to have Pele Larson and Gigi Jackson. At the 5, we have Steinbach and Claxton. So, yeah, we're definitely moving Larson to the... Nah, he falls off bad, huh? It was a decent... Maybe Steinbach can play the 4? We'll do that. We'll let Iguodala pick up some minutes on the back end. I think that's fine. Caleb Holt, give him about 12. Gigi Jackson, I want him starting over Steinbach. We'll give Steinbach about 18. Cason Wallace about 16. Josh Giddey, give him about 22. Claxton, 28. Gigi Jackson, about 30. B. Millie's the star. Con Knipple's right there with him. I feel like this is better, no? Did we cook with this chat or no? We're getting minutes to Christian Anderson just a little bit and Godora. So we have a starting lineup of Jamal Murray, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Gigi Jackson, Nicholas Claxton. Off the bench, we have Josh Giddey, Steinbach, Casey Wallace, Caleb Holt. And getting very small minutes is Christian Anderson and Iguodala. I think we did good. Chad, I think we cook with that. Like I said, even if we don't win big this year, it's fine. We're really focused on next year. But maybe, I mean, just maybe it works out. Maybe it does. Jamal Murray on the Hornets is something I could actually see as well. Only falls the bigs. Yeah, the bigs are a flaw. I want to get a star big. I'll be honest, I don't know who to get. Like, I don't know who fits the narrative of a star big on this team. I think we're good enough to make the playoffs, which is a big dub for the Hornets. Like, if we're being honest, if you're making the playoffs with the Hornets, that's a dub. That is a dub. Duren, Barry, that's a fit. Barry, I like it. Yeah, Affinity. It's a Hornets rebuild. I'm not gonna lie. That's tough. I like Jalen Duren. That's a very good call out. Affinity with the red flame guard. I really appreciate it, brother. Really appreciate the gifts. Really appreciate the support from you guys tonight. Like I said, another way you could support me. I normally don't ask no bullshit like this. If you would just tag Ronnie2K or any other NBA 2K developer and say, why wasn't B. Davies a part of Creator Week? Why do y'all care so much about money and why not care about my league? Just something you could do. You could also threaten to TP their house, but you don't have to do that. That's not something you have to do. Besides that, basketball, what's up, fam? Get in the league big. We need one. That's the goal in the offseason. I really would like to re-sign Jamal Murray on a small deal. That would be dope. Why would we have to do anything? Why would we have to do anything you tell us? You don't have to. No, you definitely don't have to. You don't have to do anything. Get Ayton. But Ayton's not great. Like, maybe he could be a backup. He might be a backup. You know what I'm saying? So we did not make the playoffs. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. Ayton Diggs wins Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Murray is the sixth man. Yeah, we went on a bad losing streak, Chad. Not gonna lie, we went on a bad losing streak. Still rebuild on the Hornets when we... No, bro, that's fire. A rebuild on the Hornets when they had D12 and Kimba. I'm definitely doing that. Look out for that in the next few days. That is actually fire. So we did not make the playoffs yet again. We go 36-46. I'm still holding out hope that it's going to eventually start clicking. The numbers fell off really across the board. I don't really know what to say about it. I'm going to say it's not a big deal because maybe Jamal Murray came here and kind of, messed it up as far as, stars or whatever. But, I'm still holding out hope that we can develop very well. Y'all been making an NBA GM game for like 6 months now. Any ideas? You've been making you've been making an NBA GM game? If you're dead serious, DM me. DM me right now. If you're serious, you've been making a game, I want you to DM me. Zion Williamson wins Finals MVP in the Western Conference. That's correct. Zion Williamson wins Finals MVP, period. What universe is this? What is this team? This is diabolical. Steph retires on the Clippers, so he didn't even get that ring. He didn't even get that ring with the Warriors. That feels so fake. Imagine the Warriors win a ring in the next few years without Curry. That don't even feel right. Yeah, I have many questions. I have a lot of questions. A whole bunch of them. So re-up Christian Anderson. Yes, he has not played big in the first 3 minutes, but I do see an opportunity for him moving forward. We're going to re-sign all these young guys. Con Knipple. Definitely got to have Con Knipple back. He's a dog. Team could look a lot different next year, guys. Jamal Murray at $86 million cap hold. Excuse me. Excuse the motherfucker out of me. I'll sign him on that deal. That's fair. He's going to fall off a little bit. You have to expect it. And Giddy as well. Why is Giddy falling off at that age? That's what bamboozles me. All right, so we now don't have money, which is a problem. We have the same point guards back. We're going to trade Giddy. We're going to run a little sign-and trade with Josh Giddy. Hopefully, we can get a better center. We can trade these two for a star center. I'm just looking around, seeing what they would offer. That's the thing, though. Let's go ahead and trade. Let's go make a trade. Who says no? I damn sure don't. I think we can get this done. Are we dead ass? Why are y'all trolling? A second. Boom. You know what? I'll do it. Another first. Really? Whatever. We desperately need a star center, chat. Cat. Imagine Cat and Charlotte. Rawr, rawr, rawr. How many coins would it? When I say how many coins would he have to send if he wants the team of his favorite player? I don't even know what you really mean by that. I mean, probably not a lot. We probably work something out. I think Jared Allen would be a great signing. The Cavs would get 13 million too much. This is amazing for everybody involved. If we just drop some first on their head, maybe two. Oh my God, that's beautiful. All right, so we just traded Josh Giddy, Steinbach. Go back where I was. Hang on. Give me 1 second. So we just traded Josh Giddy and Hannes Steinbach, 2 future firsts for Jarrett Allen and Jalen Tyson. As long as Jarrett Allen does not fall off, I feel like we just got our starting center, and we got a very good piece in Jalen Tyson. So that's very encouraging. I think that allows me. I don't really know what to do with Case and Wallace now, because I'm loaded at the 3. I don't have a backup 4, but I feel like the talent is starting to come together. I think we have a lot of talent on this team. Clingan would have been better. Yeah, but Clingan would also cost more. Clingan would have also cost more. At the 4, Aaron Gordon for the low, even though he's going to fall off. And then Ryan Dunn as well, just in case he falls off. So we got Aaron Gordon, and we didn't get Ryan Dunn. We did get Aaron Gordon, though. Maybe we can get him now. Rui Hachimura. We got Rui Hachimura. Operation Fine Rui, you know what to do. And let's just re-sign Kalkbrenner. Or no, we can't. Miles Turner, we'll get him. I don't know. I don't think we're there yet. We'll be moved to the 4. So Jarrett Allen falls off a little bit. All in all, like, this still isn't a very bad team. I think we're getting where we need to be. This is definitely a playoff team. With Brandon and Khan, you need a reliable center to grab the boards. I'm not disagreeing with you, and I think that's what Jarrett Allen's going to be able to do. Albeit he fell off just a little bit, I think he's going to be able to do exactly that. We just gotta move the positions around just a little bit. Christian Anderson at the backup point guard, I'm cool with that. Case and Wallace backing up Khan. I just don't really have room for Jalen Tyson, which is a little frustrating because I know he's a great player. Maybe I can do this right here. Hang on. Maybe we'll move Aaron Gordon to the backup center. He can play center. In a bond, he can definitely play center. Rui Hachimura at 4. Let's just run it. I wouldn't say Jared Allen's way too small. He's not like a huge center. I don't want Small getting minutes. I need Hachimura. Let's go and move them up. Jalen Tyson. Honestly, I don't think I can give him minutes. I know it sounds crazy. Aaron Gordon about 12. Caleb Holt 16. Kaysen 22. Jarrett Allen 32. GG 28. B. Millie, Concanipple, the main guys on the team. Jamal Murray starting to fall off, but we do have him back on a smaller contract, so it's not the end of the world. We got 15 out of Rui, and we're going to go 8 out of Christian Anderson. Let's run that. Let's run that and see what happens. I have an idea for a huge trade at the deadline. But against Marvin Williams, Derek Queens, I've got a good dog. Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're starting to figure it out just a little bit. All right, so let's slow down. We're 12 and 20. Definitely something needs to be done. I'm thinking big, man. I'm thinking big. Let's just look at the team. Christian Anderson probably not developing like he should. Jamal Murray, Cason Wallace. I'm cool with that. I have Jalen Tyson as a trade target. What if we massively upgrade the 4? Like, what if we go Tyson and GG and go get a big time 4? Like a Jalen Johnson. Oh, that's a fleece. No, that's a fleece. Jalen Tyson, who we essentially, chat, just traded GG Jackson for Jalen Johnson. We were not even playing Jalen Tyson. He's a great player. We weren't even playing him. So we just traded Jalen Tyson and GG Jackson for Jalen Johnson. Nah, that's a dub. That's one of the better trades I've ever made. And I wouldn't even consider it super fake. Would they do that? Probably not. But you don't know the state of Jalen Johnson 3 or 4 years from now. So I'm going to say that's a W trade. We now have a starting lineup. Yeah, and I do agree with this. We're going to start Christian Anderson. We're going to bring Jamal Murray off the bench. So this is going to shift our lineup an entire bunch. So we have Rui Hachimura, Aaron Gordon, Caleb Holt, Jamal Murray, Cason Wallace off the bench. Starting lineup is going to be Christian Anderson, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Jalen Johnson, and Jared Allen. I think that's enough to get us into the playoffs. If it is, that's great. And then we rebuild next year and we get a championship next season. That is the goal. That is the absolute goal. Get close this year and then make it and win the championship next season. That's the goal. I feel like we're cooking, Chad. What do you think? I feel like we were kind of stagnant until that. I feel like after that, we're cooking. Nah, he ain't got that playmaking. LeBron got Rui or Gordon can help with the 3. True. We could use some more help with the 5, but we're just going to have to maintain through this season. I think we got some great pieces moving into next season. Like, even if we don't win it this year, I'm not super pressed because I just think the groundwork's there for next season. KD2FL sent the laughing taco. Shout out to him. That's a follow back. Appreciate the give. That's a gift I've never seen. Might make the playoffs of it. I hope we do. Like, that Jalen Johnson trade's massive. The only way I could justify for the Hawks was his numbers down a little bit. Like, he was having a bad year for his standards, but even then, it's a great season. We just have to hope Christian Anderson develops and we can get some better depth around him. At the end of the day, we're the Hornets. At the end of the day, we're the Hornets. Is everything still not going our way? We're 12 games below 500. When I do these lives, I play on 60 sim difficulty, so it's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be tough. Okay, we're making a push. Let's get that play-in spot and work our way in, man. That'd be so cool. I don't think we're going to do it. Luka Doncic wins MVP, averaging 36 a night. W Luka Doncic. And we did get the play-in spot. So we're going to play Miami in the first game. Let's see how that goes, man. Maybe we can be Miami. Maybe we can stay in it. Imagine we go from, like, barely making it and winning the championship. Okay, we're going to beat Miami. So we at least live to fight another day. If we beat the Bulls, we're in. So that would be great. I don't think we're going to beat them. Nah, we're going to lose. Okay, so we've been eliminated. That's the closest we've ever been to making the playoffs since we've been doing this live. But we are not going to make it. Jalen Johnson leads the way. Brandon Miller right behind him, then Conker Nipple. I think we have to do something major. And I think I know exactly what it is. Tatum's going to beat the Thunder in 7 games. I have a plan. I didn't want to do this, chat, but I'm going to need y'all to lock in and trust me because I swear I'm about to make it work out. Conker Nipple's under contract. This is exactly what I needed to see because we are trading Conker Nipple. We're trading Conker Nipple. We're also going to move on from, let's see. I don't know. I kind of want to keep Jared Allen. Even though he's getting older, I do want to keep Jared Allen. Let's just trade all these seconds and Con. What position do we feel like we most need, chat? I'm banking on Christian Anderson's development. Jamal's probably gonna fall, so I don't mind tagging him on this deal. But what position could we most use an upgrade? Because the plan is I'm gonna move Caleb Holt to the 3. He's gonna be our starting 2 next year. Or excuse me, I'm gonna move him from the 3 to our 2. He's gonna be our starting shooting guard. And maybe I go get a 5 that can really hold it down. Jared Allen be the backup. That's what I'm thinking. Clingan and who? Clingan and Sharp. I swear I do it. Oh, on everything I love, this is the move. I don't even really want this guy, but we'll take him just to make the deal work. Okay. So, chat, no other way to say it. Blockbuster trade. We just can't sit and be stagnant year after year. We're trading Conker Nipple, a bunch of seconds, Jamal Murray, and Jarrett Allen in exchange for Donovan Clingan, Shaedon Sharpe, and Elijah Williams. I love this trade. I absolutely love this trade. I see the chat reacting. The chat kind of hates the trade. But, chat, I'm going to be honest, man, I think it's a dope move. We're banking on Christian Anderson developing, being able to be our starter moving forward. Then you have Sharpe and Cason Wallace at the 2. You have B. Millie, Caleb Holt at the 3. I'm actually going to move Sharpe to the backup 3, and so I can start Caleb Holt, depending on how the development goes. At the 4, we have Jalen Johnson and Hachimura. At the 5, we now have our superstar center and Donovan Clingan. I love it. God, I miss Chris Paul. I do too. W name. All right, so we definitely have to get Caleb back. All right, I said Caleb. Christian Anderson. I'm sorry, I was just looking at names. I'm in like locked in mode. Bronny James could play for us, but this is a great spot to get Emmanuel Quickley, I feel. So we're gonna get Emmanuel Quickley and Christian Anderson. That is absolutely beautiful. At the 4, let's re-up Rui Hachimura, and then we need somebody at the 5. I'm thinking a guy like just bring Claxton back. I think that's beautiful. Claxton did not want to sign with us, so now we have to go a different route. Mitchell Robinson, bring him on. You don't want to sign with us. Now we got to go another route. Surely Daniel Gafford. Awesome. After player progression, B. Millie's up to a 91 overall. Jalen Johnson stays at an 88. Clingan stays at 86. And this is huge. Christian Anderson's up to an 82. That's awesome. I tried to get Robinson, man. He didn't want to sign. You like Gafford? I like Gafford too. Bro. I like Gafford too. Trade for Paulo. I know his price would be so heavy. I would love Banchero, but I know his price would be so heavy. Now, I want to find a way, because I think we could really elevate Caleb Holt. So maybe we move Cason Wallace. Oh, man, he goes to 85? Absolutely. All right, so check this out. We're going to go Sharpe. We're going to go Anderson, Sharpe, B. Millie, Jalen Johnson, Clingan. Off the bench, we now have Cason Wallace, Caleb Holt, Emmanuel Quickley, Gafford, and that's it. Our starting lineup is going to be Christian Anderson, Shaedon Sharpe, B. Millie, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Clingan. Yeah, I like this team. I like it, man. I like it. Hopefully it works out. I do like the team. If this team's not a playoff team, I'm going to be shocked. Are we a championship team? Maybe not. And I would understand that. Maybe we are. Depends on how we develop, you know. Maybe we are. But we are at least a playoff squad this year. At least. Trade Rui for cap space. Maybe in the offseason. Honestly, things are going great. It's looking like we're going to be the top 4 seed. And if you're a top 4 seed, you have a chance. Let's be honest. If you're a top 4 seed, you have a chance. 21 and 10. Oh, I love it. Chad, I love it. Chad, I love it. 25 and 11. Let's check. 26. We're 15 years old. We got to check stats. Finally, we're cooking. So Jalen Johnson's leading the way, having a great season. Right behind him, B. Millie. And then Christian Anderson, candidate for most improved player, averaging 17, 6, and 6. Sharp averaging 15 points a game. I kind of want to start Caleb Holt. I just don't want to mess this up. I don't know. That's my thing that I'm really thinking about. And we finally got that rebounder you guys wanted in Donovan Clingan. So yeah, we're cooking. Try and get a Sarr. No, I don't think we need a guy like a Sarr. Honestly, I think we might have a chip in our hands this year. As crazy as that sounds, we might have a chip in our hands. Clingan helped for sure. Absolutely, he helped, bro. Absolutely, he helped. Sitting at 35 and 12 is not a joke. That's nothing to play with. We're a great team. Who's ahead of us? Because we're only second. Who is ahead of us right now? The Pacers? Oh, they went out and got Cam Bulls. Now that team's tough. They're probably gonna beat us in 4 if we play them. Move Holt to the starter next season. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. If we don't get it done this year, we're gonna move Caleb Holt to the starter. And I think that might be enough. But honestly, bro, like, is it crazy to say we're good enough to get it done now? I don't think it's crazy to say that. We're good. It's finally working out for us, chat. It's finally working out. Sitting at 53 and 20 is very nice. I don't see any reason we can't get a chip. I know we have the Pacers to contend with. What 6 teams are better than this record? I don't know. Darren Peterson is going to win MVP, averaging 24, 7, and 7. Geraldo Aldridge with his mohawk wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 22 a night. He's tough. Jalen Johnson is now our leader, and I feel like that was a great ad. He's averaging 26, 7, and 4. Then you got B. Millie with 23, 4, and 5. Christian Anderson in a starter's role really kicked ass, 17, 6, and 6. This team's just all around. I feel like 2K teams do great when you have multiple guys averaging over 15. It's a great team we have. And we are settling in as the 2 seed. We won 59 games, 1 less than the Pacers. And we got to play the Bulls in the first round. Where the hell is Caleb Wilson? How did y'all lose him? That's embarrassing. We take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3. We take 4. We take 5. We take 6. We beat them in 6. We're moving on to Orlando. Anthony Black, Suggs, Wagner, Banchero, and DeAndre Ayton. They take game 1. We take 2. We take 3. We take 4. We take 5. And we're moving on to play the Miami Heat, who upset the Pacers. That's massive for us. It's going to be Porter, Wagner, McDaniels, Giannis, and that's huge. Because I feel like that might send us to the finals. Maybe I'm sleeping on the Heat, but I feel like that might send us to the finals right there. Game 1's back and forth, and we're going to win it by 1 point. That's huge. Game 2. If we go to the finals this year, I think we're going to finish the job. We're kicking their butts in game 2. Game 2 was no contest as Jalen Johnson goes for 23. Game 3, they take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. And the Charlotte Hornets are going to the finals to play Wembanyama. They got a good team, man. They got Victor, Baba, Carter, De'Aaron, and Dylan. It ain't going to be easy. Game 1, pivotal. We got to have it. We need it. And the Charlotte Hornets are going to take game 1 of the NBA Finals as B. Millie goes for 25. If we take game 2, it just couldn't get any. It don't look like we're going to take game 2. We're going to need a massive run in the second half. Oh. I mean. Oh, let's. Hang on. Okay, 8 seconds left. We're down 2. We'll jump in. I don't think I still have them bullshit sliders, so let me fix that. If you were in the live last night, you know what I'm talking about. Them sliders were OD. Them sliders were crazy. They had them moving stupid slow. Yeah, they're still in 0. Let me get some action. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't appreciate it either. All right, we're chilling. All right, down 2 points with 8 seconds left. They have the ball, but it's the finals. Anything can happen. We're fouling De'Aaron Fox. Maybe he misses a shot. That would be dope if he misses a shot for us. The first one's up. It is good. It's a 3-point ball game. De'Aaron Fox, we need a miss like we need air. He makes it. 4-point game with 7.5 left. Not looking great for us. Actually a good move. He wasn't either. Yo, bro, Ronald McDonald still need trade. We need a quick 3. If we're to have any chance, Shaedon Sharpe, pull it. Quick 3 off. We lost. All right, so moving on to game 3. It's tied up 1 apiece. No problem. I mean, not a big problem. I do hate that they took home court advantage, but we're firmly in the mix. Are we good enough to beat the Spurs? That's the real question. It looks like in game 3, we're going to be good enough to beat them. Oh, they're coming back. And we're going to survive their run. Jalen Johnson goes for 26 and 10. We are up 2-1 in the NBA Finals as the Hornets. Is that not crazy? Are you not entertained? Can we make a run? Can we make a run? Can we make a run? No, we cannot. We got smashed in game 2 as Kareem Lopez goes for 37. Tied up 2 apiece. It's a new series. This is a must-win game 5. If we take game 5, we are absolutely in the driver's seat. If we don't, we are not. And it looks like they're going to snatch game 5 from us. No. Now we got to win the next 2 to win the finals, and they come out roaring in game 5 and game 6. And yeah, we get smashed. We are not going to win the championship, chat. We lose in 6. That's tough. I thought we were. I did think we were good enough to win it all. Now we just have to hope we do not fall off a cliff. We just have to hope we do not fall off a mountain going into next year. I will say the fact that we made the finals is a W in itself, considering we are the Charlotte Hornets. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good thing. Just sim through all this. Maybe we'll get who we need. Top 1 franchise of all time? Probably not. Realistically speaking, probably not. It looks like Case and Wallace might have walked, which is tough. Because now we have Christian Anderson quickly. We have Sharpe and Holtz. We have Miller and Elijah Williams at the 4. Appreciate the follow, Ed Curse. At the 4, we have Jalen Johnson. He's just going to get all those minutes. And at the 5, we have Kalkbrenner and Klingon. I don't know if this team's good enough to go back-to-back till the finals. Not entirely sure. I feel like we're going to have to rely much heavily on our starters. And we're just going to have to see where that takes us. It's a shame we couldn't get that done. I felt like we were so close. We were so close. Okay, get hot. Get hot then. You need a trade. I need a trade for you. Who are you? In the game, who are you? 13, 11. It does look like we're catching steam. You're you? Okay, I'll look for you. I don't think there's much more we can do. We might be at the end of our rope. The fact that we just fell off after making the finals is nuts. But granted, I do play on much harder settings when I'm going live because I'm trying to go for the ultra realism finals victory. But we might be at the end of our rope. I'm not entirely sure. I do want to just leave it because it does seem like we're starting to, get some momentum. I mean, 28 games above 500 isn't bad. That's true. They did go from finals to worst in the league, but that ain't going to be us because we're getting hot at the right time, as you can see. I feel like we're good enough to definitely be in the mix come playoff time. 6 seed is crazy. We're going to be a 50-win 6 seed team. It's nuts. I guess the East is just loaded. Darren Peterson goes back-to-back with the MVP. You think we're a first-round exit? No, I don't know about all that. Jalen Johnson. I feel like what we do have to do is if we want any chance, we got to go dumb heavy on the starters. Which you see some teams do come playoff time. And that's just what we have to do if we want any chance. So we got Miami in the first round. Rob, Chandler, Wagner, Bruce Branch, Giannis. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And we make the 3 seed talk to Owen. Let them know we're here. Moving on to the Pacers in round 2. That's a very good Pacers team. Not going to lie, I'm scared of them. We take game 1. They take 2. They take 3. They take 4. They take 5. And yeah, they did it to us. I'm not going to lie, Chad. They did it to us. Damn it. Couldn't get it done, man. Like I said, I try to take on these bad teams on the live, and sometimes it don't work. But with that said, go comment on my Twitch or my YouTube what you want to see next, and we can probably go live tomorrow and do it. Probably go live and tomorrow do it. We'll see what happens. Go watch the video we posted tonight, and I have a lot more content on my YT if you want to check it out. And as always, till next time, fellas.